Hello everyone, this is Paula, and today we're going to do something just fun. It's not difficult, it's just a lot of fun. So I'm going to show you I made these over the weekend, on Saturday morning. I was in here a couple hours piddling and making them, and these are little clips. And I'm sure most of you have made some type of clip at some point or another, okay? I, on the other hand, have only made them as I use them. And so I thought today, that one keeps wanting to set up, so I must have not got it in there just perfect. So there's ways to not do it just right, too. See, it's wanting to stand on its end. But I think once it's in a book, let's just see if I can find something here to stick it on. Okay, once it's in a book, of course, I don't know which way I have it. It should be better. It's okay. We'll use it as an example. All right, so I'm going to push all these away, and I guess I could show you some of them up close. There's nothing fancy about them. Not especially. Just tried to make each one a little different. Okay. And of course, I had to have a kindness one included in the bunch. And here are a couple different ways to do these birds. And a couple different ways to go. I took a tag, a pre-printed tag, and just dolled it up a little bit. And then, of course, 3 more of these because they're just precious. But I did one with a flower here, one with the butterfly. Yeah, so we're going to make some more. Now, I'm going to show you what I have here. This is my tray right here. Not anything fancy. I have been out of clips forever. My husband went and bought me some. And they're a little bigger than normal, so that's what enticed me to use them. Not super big. I mean, like, just barely. And I decided to try something. I bought these from scrapbook.com, these little refill bottles. It's actually called Woodware Craft Collection Ultra Fine Tip Glue Applicators. And I got this at scrapbook.com. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm tired of wasting the last little bit of everything in a bottle, right? I was able to fill this and still have a little bit, but yet it wouldn't come out of my bottle. So we'll see how good it works. I'm not going to brag too soon, if you know what I mean. Okay, so I kind of laid these things out so it wouldn't take forever. So let's just grab one and go from there. Here's a little green one. Let's do this little green one. Now, I am going to set these aside and grab them one at a time. I don't want you watching those and not paying attention to the teacher. Okay. Now, whichever way you have this pointed is the side of the page that it will go on. Okay. And you want to... I got to stop and think. You want to take it like this, okay? You want the long bar across the top. This part of the clip across your part. And see this here, where it breaks away, is not the top. You want it on the single side, okay? Now, let me think for a minute. You put it in with the picture facing you. Okay, so I've got the picture facing me. And I just used a bunch of pre-printed stuff and decided how big I wanted it depending on the size of the picture. And then you just fold it over in the back. If you want to trim it, you can. And at this point, you know, you just have it folded. But then I take it at this point and take my fingernail and just kind of crease it around the clip. See right there? And I do that on the other side. And that way I know that both sides are getting the same attention. Haha. That's not the reason why. So let's just try our Fabri-Tac and see if it was a mistake or not. It didn't cost me a lot, so I figure, you know, if I can get it out, you know, it's so thick. It may not squeeze out very fast. But I've seen other people, yep, there it goes. But, man, you have to be stronger than me to use this. I may have to use it for some other types of glue. But it did come out, so I'm not too concerned. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to bend it over and adhere it. Make sure everything is where it needs to be. Put the clip in the back. And I don't care what side of the page it's for, so I don't really pay that much attention to it unless I'm going to make it for that side of the page. Because usually in most books, you can use either side. You can round the corners if you want. I think when they're this small, it looks better to leave them. I mean, I've made some both ways. Okay, so I just got some little flowers from Hobby Lobby. They have a big bag of these little flowers that match, or that don't match. They're all different colors. And I just got those, and I got a word here. Now, I've already forgot one thing. I ink it. Now, just lightly. No big deal, just slightly. Just barely any ink. Both sides. And that's it. Now, if you're going to put a word on here, you want to ink it too. Because you don't want it to be stark white when you're, you know, when you're doing it. So, there we go. Now, there's the reason I used green, orange, and blue is because that's the colors on here. Now, I never decided where I was going to put them. That's the big question. So, I'm thinking maybe I'll put the green up here in this little white space and put an orange and a blue down here. You can do them all kinds of ways. So we could put the green over here and then put those two there, and maybe put the amazing up above them. Right? Simple, right? I just can't. I had a lot of fun just trying all different stuff. I kept getting things out, and it's not like there's that many things you can do with them, but I didn't sew any of them, so I guess that could be the next thing I try. Now, I know most of you have done this probably a million times, but I've watched videos and stuff on it, and I'll just tell you, I haven't really had any time on my hands until, you know, things calm down around here. And so I thought, I'm going to just sit down and do something fun. I didn't have any intentions of doing a video on it, but I just had so much fun. I thought maybe you guys would have fun doing it too. And again, we're just gluing stuff down. You could glue lace on here. You can sew on here. I did not sew on any of mine, but I guarantee you at some point I will. Now, I'm going to be using, after this one, I'm going to be using glitter glue so I don't take so long to squeeze the glue out. Yeah, there's never a sure cure for anything, is there? I just feel like, you know, every little thing has its issues. So I got to wipe the glue off the end. You know how it does in the big one? Well, it does it in here too. So I'm just kind of squeezing. All right. All right. And I tell you, if it's not bad enough, they start glitter. Look at here. We just finished. Fast, right? So we have one down. We're going to start a row back here. And let me find another one. Let's do this one. Just pull everything off. That makes no sense whatsoever. Now these are really really need to be for, you know, this large size clips. I haven't done it on anything smaller, so don't think it would fit on here very nicely. So you got to decide where the words are in the, you have words on here. You want to go the direction of the words, right? Okay, so we're going to turn the picture to us upside down. You're going to slide it through. You're going to be able to see the back here, and then you're going to fold it over however high you want to fold it, depending really on what you have on the front. You could trim this off if you wanted to. That would be simple. You could trim these off if you would like. Okay, so yeah, now we're going to put some glue on there, and see if I can get this glue to cooperate. It probably will not. If it doesn't, we'll go to the other, and then I'll just have to use this up and when I'm alone, and then trash it. You know what I mean? Okay, so I've already got it I fold it before I glue it. That way, once I have the glue on, I can just, you know, put it down. You want to make sure your edges are straight. Otherwise, you'll be able to see it on the other side. Okay. And I'm just using my finger my big old fingernails to squash it down. Okay, now this one I brought out a little mushroom out of Tracy Fox's little tiny things, and this doesn't have the right, it's not quite even around the edges, so I'm gonna kind of trim it so it looks the same. Sometimes I don't do fancy trimming whenever I'm doing massive amounts of fussy cutting. And believe me, I have. Okay, so we've got that little mushroom, which I don't know how that's going to look with lace, to tell you the truth. We've got a little piece of lace. We've got the word thankful. I just kind of used words that could be generic for just about anything. Okay, so we need to ink the little butterfly and the little mushroom. So they go along with all the other stuff I have down here. Okay, now I was going to put the little mushroom right here. And I don't know. I just don't know if mushroom says lace to me. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking, I've got this lace long ways here. And then I've got these 3 little tiny applique flowers. My mom used to put these on my dresses when I was a little girl. Now, we could run them straight across like that, and then put our butterfly and our word, just kind of lay that lace at an angle, and just put our butterfly and our thank you word on here at a little bit of an angle. Right? Come on, cooperate. Get over there. And really, you know, there's not a wrong thing to do on these, you know. I'm going to do that. I just threw things on each one that I thought might look cute. I didn't try it. And now, you have to remember that it's like squeezing a rock. Okay. I'm going to put these straight across the top. I like these little flowers because they're just the right size. And see, I used a vintage lace back on this one and put 2 of those there. And let's see if I used them on anything else. I know I did on one other thing. Surely. Maybe not. Nope, I didn't. Oh, yeah, I did. Right here on this one. I did a little piece of crocheted lace and then put 2 of them on top. I just kind of layered them on there. So you can do just about anything you want as far as that goes. Now, I'm going to put a little bit of glue under where the lace is going to lay. And I'm putting it at an angle. I zoomed in, so I hope you guys can see better. Okay. And you could use, like if you didn't want to use vintage photo on your white stuff, you could, you know, get out something that will look better, like a really pale gray or something. And I'm going to, I've been working in the room today and my water has been turned off. Do I need to say more? My husband and son is putting in my hot water heater. They're changing it to a tankless hot water heater, and it was going to cost me, if I had someone do it, it's going to cost $2,000 to $2,500. Yeah, that's what I said. No way. So my husband called my son, because my son has put in a couple of them, so he had done it before. Oh, come on. This one does not want to go under there because it wants to stay with me. I'm trying to just get it at the very tip so it doesn't, there you go. I don't know, this one's not as impressive as it could have been, but we have another one done, right? All right, so now let's do something different. Let's do this. Look at that purple stack of goodness. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I just grabbed some purple things, so we'll see. Now, I'm going to ink first. This is another one of those tags that little tiny tags that was made on a digital, and I'm using it. I don't know whose digital it is. It's a guy, I think, and I can't think of his name. Carrie. I'm sorry if I am saying that wrong. Anyway, so we're going to add a little ink here. All right, so we're ready to go. Now, but what are we going to do? That's the question, right? So we're going to turn this toward me. Now, I think I want the music sheet on this side. So we're going to go, wait a minute, let me think. Oh, just like that. I have to stop and think because I'm not real good at, you know, when something goes the opposite way of what you would think it normally should go. Yeah, I would be worried that it wouldn't end up like it was supposed to. Okay. Now, I'm just taking my fingernail and creasing it right there and doing the same thing on the other side. Okay, now I'm going to turn it over and we're going to use the glue right here. And I'm just gluing this flap down. I'm not putting any glue on anything but the flap. Okay. Now I'm going to line it up. Okay. You always want to make sure you're not getting the glue on your, because I don't know about you guys. I'm trying to use one little. Do we want to add lace on here? How often do we really? Now this looks like really shabby, old. It came in a kit, believe it or not. And it looks, I just finished working on a kit that I made something, an album. But anyway, this came out of a brand new kit. So why does it look 100 years old, right? It looks like it had been on an outfit and somebody trimmed it off. That's honest goodness truth. Okay, now we just got the fuzzy parts off, so maybe that'll work better. Okay, I didn't end up using it on my kit because I just thought it looked ratty. But I cleaned it up. It looks better now. So I'm going to trim right here. So if I use it, it'll at least be straight, right? Okay, so maybe it'd go right here. And of course, either way I do it, it's not going to come out even because it's not the right size. So we'll just do what we want to do here. And then I can always take it down. Now, I've got this little tiny gingham check ribbon. And I thought we could use it underneath our word. So take your word, if you can get hold of it, and add glue to the back. And this is when my tweezers, which I found, by the way, would come in handy. That's why you have them. Half the time I don't use them when I have them. And then the one time I can't find them is the time I need to use them. That was in my last video. Okay, I don't like this lace on here, so we're scrapping that. Let's see about this little trim right here. Let's do that. I mean, really, let's just not even get so involved that we can't. We're gonna take off. This already has double side tape on it. I guess this was what was left over from something else. So if I can get underneath it here, then I can put it on here. We're just going to go across the bottom. And yeah, that was crooked, but now it's too late to do anything about that because you can't take it off. This double-sided tape that I use, you're not going to budge it. You don't use it unless you're seriously not concerned about whatever you're putting it on, because it will destroy it if you don't get it straight. Like, see, that's crooked, but I'm not worried about that. I think we're going to find something purple to put on here. So let me grab my little purple. Oh, I know what we'll grab. I'll grab from up here. I will grab just scraps, you know, which is where these are going. And I'm going to I have a little container of little flowers. I bet there's some purple ones in here. Maybe, maybe not. I don't see purple on that. Let's see what we got. Got blue. Oh, there's purple. The only thing is it has an orange center, so I don't want that. Now, let's see what else we have in here. We've got black. Oh, there's purple. Purple by itself right here. Now, that's all curled up. It's been in a crazy place, it looks like. Let's see if I can find some more. Nope. That's all the purple. So, we're just going to use purple. We'll just put more glue under there to grab a hold of it. And it'll make it lots easier, right? So, let me get the power glue out. That's what I call this stuff because it's not moving either when you use this stuff. Now, I'm going to put it in the center, and then I'll go back and add, well, no, I can do it right now. I'm going to add some on the sides so I can flatten it out. Woo! And then I can also drop it right on my mat. This is who I am. Listen, I've been in my scrap room all day today working on this cute little album. I'll show it to you when I'm done. Let's see. All right, sorry, I'm trying to get this curly flower to lay flat. Hopefully there'll be some luck in that. I may have to add some Fabri-Tac too. Give it a double whammy. Come over here. Get under there and show them what you're made of, Fabri-Tac. Get in there. Fabri-Tac does much better on fabric than I've noticed than glitter glue does not hold fabric very well. It's so funny, the difference. Okay. Looks like it's going to stay down. All right, then you just add your little title here. This is totally different than I expected, but it'll work. There you go. Okay, so let's move along. I'm going to throw this other piece of purple away because it's not very big, and I don't think we'll be able to use it. Okay. So this is, as you know, it's pretty repetitive. You know, it's just like, they're all just slightly different, if you know what I mean. So you just make them however you want. And it's just a process. But I had everything in the world out over here with me doing this. You know, I was like, oh man, really? It's time consuming. And especially if you don't get it, you know, done ahead of time. And that's why I kind of prepped them a little bit so you guys wouldn't have to be bored completely out of your mind. Okay, so here we go. Whoops, no, we're going to go that way. No, we're going to go that way. Don't even, just put it on where it's easy for you. It depends on if, I don't know if it depends on you being right or left-handed, but I feel like it does. Okay. I didn't cut his head off, so that's pretty good, huh? Let's see. Let's crease that underneath the paper clip on both sides. I hope you guys have had a good day. It's been a busy day. I mean, I stayed busy, I'll put it that way. I did have a nap, though. Don't want to miss the nap. Okay. My husband and I have our nights and days mixed up. So we've been sleeping in the mornings. Or he does more than I do, because I don't sleep well no matter whether. I don't sleep well if it's dark or it's light. So I just take what I can get when I can get it. Okay, so this is kind of long. I'm going to go ahead and round the corners. Okay. Okay, let's see. Then I'm going to just go like that. Now, we're going to I just pulled off a little piece of a music sheet here, and it's going to be the background for whatever we put on here. And I'm going to use this corner right here. Cover up that kind of weird looking red tag. Then I'm just going to put a couple of these little flowers. This one's pretty simple. It's funny because you can look at that before you get busy with it. Maybe going through your tags to pick out tags or whatever. And you would never dream you would see this being a clip later. Now, I know some people really get involved in making these clips. It's not my thing, but I love to see them. I got that a little dark. Okay. It's very fidgety type of work. Okay, so where do we want to put this? I'm just going to stick it down here because there's really not that, you know, there's not many places to put it. There we go. That's better. Now I am going to trim what's hanging off the end here, which is just music sheet. Okie doke. There we go. So we've got 4 done. Not so bad, huh? Let's see what else we have. Let's find something maybe different. Ooh, I haven't done red. Let's do red. All right, so you're going to hold it, the clip where it's flat there. And then you're going to put it upside down, put it in this direction towards you, then flip it over. Now, again, you can flip it over as far as you like unless you have an image. And I think I'm going to go with it. I don't want them to be too long, so I'm going to go with it. Just putting them on shorter. And you don't have to take tags. You don't have to, you know, have tags that are already printed and do this. I just thought they would look cute that way. And I've been happy with them. Now, I did not ink that, but I'm going to show you another way if you forget how to ink it. Same way I did. I went several times without inking them. Okay, then you just smooth it out. And then just ink them while they're on here. It's not a big deal. I'm going to have to turn my little fan on, guys. These lights, oh, these lights get so hot. I can hardly stand it under these things. Okay, here we go. Okay, now we're going to do the little amazing word. Okay, now on this one, we've got the lace looking background here. And I didn't have any real ideas for this one, or none of them for that matter. Just going to lay this here and see what it looks like. Now, of course, that would be enough, but I want this big flower on here. So what do I do then? I don't want a whole lot of red on here, but I'm going to kind of pull this out a little bit because this little thing is, it looks more like a star than a flower. Let's see. Let me get some lace to put under it. We'll look in here and see what we can come up with. I know there's not red in here. There's red flowers, but see what kind of lace we've got in here that we can use something different maybe. There's some trim. There's a little crocheted thing. Here's a different, this is a different type of, let's use this. We'll use this. It's like, it's another type of seam binding, I think, and that's what it looks like to me. Okay, now, I don't know which one of these would look the best. Do we want to do the lace and maybe we could do this little thing and put it on here. Now see, I kind of like that little flower in order to do something different, right? So let's do lace and let's do it this way. We'll do both and just kind of let it hang over there. I'm just layering it on is basically what I'm doing. I don't like that on there, so we're just going to put this all down, and then we will I put it heavier with this the glitter glue because I want it to hold a little bit. Okay, now we're going to put this little guy down. Hopefully this fan will not dry my glue before we get it down. Does not want to come out there very easy. It's kind of being stubborn. I think anything you layer is so pretty with whatever it is that you're layering. So this little guy is going to need Fabri-Tac and plenty of it. I'm going to put it on here, you know, pretty heavy compared to what I would normally do. It has a cute little pearl on the front. Now, just going to put it here. Let's see, we'll turn it this way. I think there is no moving that petal. They're just separate. I mean, I could almost put a branch on there, couldn't I? I say we just put on the word. Spread it across there. This is the word amazing. Get it on here. So what we can do is, because we have that little bit of space, this is a good place to put this. Yeah. So there we go. Okay, now let's do something with pink. These little pink flowers, that's all you need when you work on those. Don't you agree? There's not much else. A lot of people don't like them, but I love them. I wouldn't want to put them on everything, but I think they're really cute, especially if it's something for a little girl. You know, would be different. Okay. Flip it over. All right, now I'm going to glue it back here. Okay, just want to run out the edge on there, so let me make sure it's staying down. I think it's going to now. Just give it a little bit of ink. On the pastel ones, I don't like to go crazy. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to do this little word. Believe. And I just want to put these little guys here at the top. Now you could do one or you could do two. I think two's too much. So we're going to cut around it and do this first one. Let's see how they have it on here. There we go. Right through there. We'll just use the other one on something else. Now, because we did that, I want to put something else underneath. And I think what we'll do is use some more of, let's see, that's too big. We can use a little piece of this little vintage trim. Isn't it cute? Let's see what it will look like there before I cut it. Yeah, we'll make it kind of look like a ribbon. Like they want a ribbon. Okay. Now, I'm gonna put the fabric tack under here. That definitely came out a little too fast, for if you ask me, but it's workable. There we go. I think that turned out cute. Okay. Okay, where do I want to put this? I think I'm going to slide it right under this end. It might be too big to do that. It is, but I think it'll be all right, don't you? Put it here on the... And there you have it. I love making these. Are fun. They're really relaxing, actually. Okay, so I have one of these pretty tags that has the rosebuds on it. I've had fun using. They're too small to use in a journal, and I just thought, well, I'll just use them this way, and they're fun. They're a lot of fun. Okay, so I'm gonna fold this down sooner because you do have roses on the top and on the bottom. So I don't know, this may not even work as good as I would like. We can get half of it on there. Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. Maybe you can hear now, huh? All right. Super. I've got this where it's kind of short and it makes it a little harder, but it will work. Especially when you have glitter glue there, because that stuff, you could put a tooth back in with that thing. It is so strong. And it dries so fast that it's, you know, it makes it hard if you're needing to have some time to move it around. Don't use that. Okay. All right, so there we go. So on this one, we've got this little butterfly and we've got some lace. So I also have this rose, which I like. I think I'm going to put that just like that on that side. Now let's go ahead and get some glue down. It is not wanting to come out. This is a teensy tiny tip. And I'm telling you, Fabri-Tac beat me when it comes to this, because it does not want to come out. You need a bigger tip. That's the main reason. It just needs a bigger tip. So I'm going to grab my other bottle and not put you through the torture anymore. I'm kidding. I know it doesn't torture you. All right. So now we're going to put this little rose here. Makes life so much easier because it really works lots faster. Now, we just kind of put that there, and I'm going to put this little butterfly on there. These are little butterflies were made by Prima. I'm sure they're still out somewhere. I bought them directly from Prima, so. Okay, so I'll put that little butterfly going at a different direction, just for fun. And I'm not going to put any ink on this one, because everything's white. Just wouldn't look that great. It says joyful. And there you go. So far, that's my favorite. And we just have about 3 or 4 more. And then I'll have a little bit of a stash. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. I like doing different colors. That's what I'm trying to accomplish here, is to do different colors. And, you know, it's unlimited as to what you could do. These are just the things I had sitting close to me. And I thought they turned out really cute. Okay, so we're going to fold this. Okay. Okay, now I would think by looking at this, you would be able to figure out too, I'm putting a little piece of lace right here at the bottom, that they're definitely 2 sets of lovebirds, it looks like. What they're doing together, I have no idea. But I'm going to put a little blue, butterfly on here. Can't remember when I pulled all this out if I wanted that to go on something particular. And that's probably wanting it up here, but that's right in their face. So I'm just gonna put it right here, kind of in the center. Yeah, it's gonna cut off a little bit of their feet, but no biggie. And then we're gonna put this little blue applique on, and it will be on top of the lace. And then we'll put the word love on here. I'm going to do something different this time. This is tiny. I'm not inking it, but I'm going to put it up here. So I think that it looks like a couple sets of lovebirds. You know, there's so many little things that we can take and do stuff with. Now, this is a different set of, I think they're a type of parakeet. I don't know if this one will work because there's not very much room at the top, but we can give it a try. Okay, so bring it through here. Yeah, it's just barely going to be the right size. So we'll put it right here and then we'll get it glued down right away. Stay down there. Okay. What did I do with my... Oh, there it is. I knew I had something that I was kind of cleaning glue up with. Now, see, these are cute little birds. So what I want to do with these is I think I'm going to add this little butterfly right here in the corner. These little butterflies come out of Tracy Fox's little bits that she has. They're adorable. She's got all kinds of little tiny things in that kit. And that just kind of takes up that corner. It doesn't cover the birds up. And so I also have, or I do have, I think I was going to put this little flower in here too because I just think it's cute. I'm trying to find a spot to put it. And I'm going to stick it right there. It's not going to be on anything. There's no rules. I'm not making any rules with this. As far as we know, it's on this bush, right? Okay. And the word joy. I bet they're having lots of fun. All right. Whoops. Excuse me. Dropping things. Now, I didn't ink. And really, I'm just touching the edges of where it's, you know, been cut. Okay. All right, so there is that one. We have two more quick ones to do here. I'll lay them out. We've got this one and this one. Now, I'm going to put in this corner. Here I go. I'm decorating before I even have it ready, right? And I'm going to put this lace here. Now, I'm going to put those in the corner also. This is a very pretty set of little lovebirds. And of course, I use the words love. So the word love for this one. Because it's obvious that they love each other. And there was little pink flowers. So I thought, that'll look cute. And we'll use the word love on here also. And I'm going to put it right smack in the middle. It's a short word, so it's kind of hard to get it where you want it to go. Now, I don't think... I'm just going to bring it down. I'm trying to see where I want to fold it. I think I want to bring it down to about right here. So let's see. Now I got to figure out how to do it because I didn't put it in the way I normally do. We'll just see what we come up with. How's that? I think after you've done a few, you can figure out where to go to get it to be correct. It's getting it on there is the other problem for me here. It looks like, get in there. My poor manicure. I need a manicure. I stay constantly tea-stained, not tea-stained. That sometimes too, but I stay covered in ink. Okay. I don't know why that's not cooperating. There it goes, finally. Dang. Didn't think it was going to stay on here. All right, so we've got a pretty big flap this time, and that's okay. You can make these, remember, you can make these with anything. And I'm going to see what time we have. I'm going to, yeah, there we go. Now see, that didn't take long. Put a little bit of ink along the sides. There you go. Simple, simple, simple. One more, and we will be done. What did I do with my paper clip? Okay, right here. It's trying to come in here. Okay, now we'll fold it over. Okay, now I'm going to put that right there. Run it up against there the best you can. And then this cardboard, or this cardstock, not cardboard, is a little heavier than some of the others. And it wants to give me a hard time. But we got it. Okay. On the back, I need to trim that right there. It's got a little piece that kind of came over to the front. Okay, now we're going to do this the same way. We've done so many things. This one has its own lace on it. So really, all we're going to do is put it on like this and put the word forever. Let's do it like this. Okay. All right, guys. Here is the last one. I hope you had fun getting seeing my kind of twist on making these. Although, as we all know, they're everywhere. I'm sure a lot of people have done them over time. And so that was fun. Now, I'll have a video that I show you my album in. I have had a full day, and we've got like 1 minute until we need to be off of here. And I can't believe it took us that long to make them. But let me pull them over and I'll show you. One little last look here. And they're all just a bundle of goodness. And they're fun, you guys. Try it if you haven't. They're a lot of fun to make. Super easy. Takes no real concentration. Just really is relaxing. Okay, guys. I'll see you in the next video. If you haven't subscribed, I would love for you to do that. Welcome to all the new subscribers. And thank you to all my hardcore stick with me subscribers. I love you all. Bye-bye.